Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. And through this channel, I'll be providing some stock analysis and also an update on our $1 million challenge, so please stay tuned. In the previous video, we did a stock update on ticker symbol NLST. Netlist. This is a stock that was featured in the Discord and on the channel early July 2021 when it was trading around about $7, and after that it did shoot up quite significantly, very close to $10. Since then it has had a significant pullback, and in the previous video we followed up with an exclusive in-depth interview part 2 with Gabriel again. There is a very significant catalyst coming up very soon, so please refer back to this previous video for details of Netlist. Before we start today's stock analysis, quick reminder of the $1 million challenge. So if anybody does not know, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So this involves 201 trades, trying to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. And it's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So once you join us on this journey, you'll get access to an in-depth strategy video which explains the process step by step and also in much more detail. You will also get access to a Discord community which is growing now, well in excess of 300, where people will share due diligence, trading tips, research, buy alerts, etc. In the Discord, you'll be able to read our agreement, the FAQs, chat and ask questions, and also get access to the stock spreadsheet. The stock spreadsheet is updated weekly with low and medium risk stocks. We use Google Finance formula, color coordinated with red, green and blue. Green indicates potential buy, red indicates potential risky buy, and we also have a leaderboard to celebrate success and also for motivational purposes. You'll also get access to this, so details in the description below. Join us on this journey. In today's video, we're going to do a stock update on ticker symbol MMAT and also stock analysis on 2 new stocks. So before we do that, let's have a look at what's been happening on the markets and what's projected to happen this week. So this is an article on the screen you'll see from Market Insider, and the headline here from December the 19th is "Stocks will roar higher into year end and January as an overshoot in selling leads to a short squeeze." And this is from JP Morgan's Quant Guru. So a very positive headline here. We have seen very difficult trading conditions over the last few weeks, so hopefully, fingers crossed, this is good news. Let's now start by having a quick update on ticker symbol MMAT. Metamaterials is a stock that has been featured on a number of occasions on the channel, so we're going to start by having a look at the chart going back to the period prior to September 2021, and we can see around about early October, the stock did reach a good price in excess of $6.50. And then in November, we can see the price came down a little bit with the support around about $5, and at one point also breaking $5.50. And then from late November, we can see here on the chart a significant movement down, a lot of red candles, and we can see the stock is heavily oversold. Right now, we can see it's found support around about the $2.80 mark, and close of play on the Friday, the stock was down just 0.34%. closing at $2.89. Let's now catch up with George's latest social media post, and we can see here he has recently retweeted from Nanotech Security Corporation, and the post states here, "Nanotech's nano-optic toolkit for counterfeit difference has been featured in the latest issue of Authentication News." So a positive tweet, a good tweet. However, I think investors in response to this tweet did ask him more specific questions with regard to potential contracts, news on the dividend, and also news with regard to the report that we saw recently from one of the hedge funds. What I'd now like to do is give a shout out to Shane Colbert, and he has started a petition on the Change website, and the headline here that we can see is "Take a stand against market manipulation." So Shane, like many investors in Metamaterials, have been extremely concerned with regard to the Kerrisdale Capital short attack report. This is certainly seemed uncalled for, especially as the stock was quite significantly down. I can kind of understand it if the stock is trending higher, maybe in excess of $7, $8, $9. So that certainly makes sense, but to attack the company when it's trading around about the $3 mark is certainly uncalled for. So on the petition here, we can see that Shane has addressed this petition to the Department of Justice, and what he stated at the bottom here is that Kerrisdale Capital has crossed the line into blatant market manipulation through inciting fear and panic in the stocks they are currently invested in through their blogs and Twitter posts. Through this fear and panic, making a profit on the current position. So I certainly agree with Shane, and he's currently has 351 signatures. He's looking to get 500 signatures or more. So if anybody is available to sign this petition, this is available on the Change website. I'm now going to start today's first stock analysis. This is for ticker symbol BLPH, also known as Bellyfront therapeutics. So let's have a look at the company profile on the screen here. We can see that the company is a clinical stage biotherapeutics company. They're focused on developing innovative therapies in the treatment of cardiopulmonary diseases. So the mission is to develop well-studied molecules deployed through innovative delivery systems to treat diseases with significant unmet clinical need. Let's have a quick look at the chart for ticker symbol BLPH, and I think we can see on the screen here the stock was up in excess of 34% on the Friday, and we can also see at market open there was a significant increase in the share price, lots of volume. In terms of average volume, this is normally just in excess of 4 million, but on Friday we can see the volume was more than 10 times this, in excess of 45 million. So certainly some positive news here for the stock. So if we now go to the investor relations page of the company, we can see here on the 17th of December there is some breaking news, and the headline here that we can see is Bellyfront reports positive top-line data from phase 2 acute dose escalation study of Inopulse, which is a registered trademark for treatment of pulmonary hypertension associated with sarcoidosis. So this is good news. So these phase 2 results have provided clinically meaningful reduction in pulmonary vascular resistance. The company intends to now redesign multi-dose phase 2b trial. Treatment was safe and well tolerated, with no treatment emergent adverse events observed during the acute hemodynamic dose escalation phase of the study. So this is very, very positive news. Let's now have a look at the company's pipeline. On the screen here we can see that the company is currently developing 3 product candidates under the Inopulse platform. And on the screen here we can see one of those platforms is currently in phase 3, 2 of them are in phase 2. So this is certainly good news. So phase 3 will certainly lead to potential commercialization for the business, so definitely good news. What I now like to do is finish off by having a look at the analyst rating. We can see the overall rating is 83%. So how this is broken down is 5 analysts have rated it as a buy, 2 have rated it as a strong buy, 1 as a hold. So overall very good. But what's certainly interesting is on a high, this has got a huge upside potential in excess of 755.8%. And on a low, it's still a huge upside potential of 501%. So certainly very, very positive here in terms of the analyst rating for this stock. Next stock I'd like to look at is ticker symbol GNFT, also known as Genfit. So let's start by having a look at the company profile. So on the screen here we can see that this is a late stage biopharmaceutical company dedicated to improving the life of patients with severe chronic liver diseases. So further down we can see the company has a diversified pipeline using different compounds and technologies evaluated at different development stages. And in the third paragraph we can see in terms of the company, it's focused its R&D on celiac diseases with an acute and chronic liver failure. So what's also important from an investor point of view is second line down in the third paragraph, currently the elative trademark phase 3 clinical trial is evaluating elafibranor, which is an investigational compound, has not been reviewed or not been approved by a regulatory authority so far, and this is in patients with primary biliary cholangitis, excuse my pronunciation, following a successful phase 2 clinical trial. So this phase 3 trial is certainly looking very promising. Patient enrollment is anticipated to be completed in the first quarter of 2022. Top line data expected to be announced between the end of the first quarter and the end of the second quarter 2023. Let's have a quick look at the chart for ticker symbol GNFT, and again for close of play on the Friday, this is certainly very interesting. It has definitely got squeeze potential. We can see the stock was up in excess of 53%, closing at $5.09. We can see a huge jump at market open in the RSI, where it's gone in excess of 80, and then the stock has stabilized around just in excess of the $5 mark, and closing at $5.09. Let's now have a look at the reasons why the stock did spike up quite significantly on the Friday, and there has been two levels of breaking news. First one here, December the 17th, 2021, and the headline here we can see is on the heels of global strategic partnership announced today, Genfit acquires rights to novel asset. So further down in terms of what this means, we can see that the company now has exclusive rights for a novel early stage asset acquired from Genoscience Pharmaceuticals in the United States, Canada and Europe. They also have phase 2 clinical program expected to start in 2022, and the agreement comes on the heels of today's other announcement, which we're going to look at shortly, which is a long-term global strategic partnership with Ipsen, including an exclusive license agreement for elafibranor, a phase 3 asset currently being evaluated right now by the company. Let's now have a look at more detail with regard to the second breaking news and positive news for the stock. And again, this is also on the same date, December the 17th, 2021. And the headline here for Genfit is Ipsen and Genfit enter into exclusive licensing agreement for elafibranor, a phase 3 asset evaluated in primary biliary cholangitis as part of a long-term global partnership. So certainly great news here in terms of the long term. And let's finish off by having a look at the key headlines for this agreement. And we can see at the bottom here, the agreement gives Ipsen global rights to develop and commercialize Genfit's late-stage first-in-class PPAR alpha and delta agonist elafibranor in primary biliary cholangitis (PBC). Investigational treatment elafibranor is being evaluated in the global phase 3 trial, which you've seen, which has a trademark by the name of Elatif. With top-line data expected early 2023. And finally, this is important for investors, and that is Genfit receives $120 million up front. It is now eligible to receive up to $360 million in milestone payments, as well as tiered double-digit royalties of up to 20%. So this is excellent news for the company. This is one of the key reasons why the stock spiked up quite significantly, and certainly one good reason to keep an eye on this stock going forward. And let's now finish off by having a look at the analyst rating for ticker symbol GNFT. And we can see here 4 analysts have looked at the stock, 3 have given it a buy, 1 have given it a hold. So overall it's a strong buy. But on the positive side, we can see on a high it has an upside of $15, on a low $7, but on a median we're looking at $10.14, and this is still giving us a 99.21% upside potential. And I think after today's news, this certainly could get upgraded further. And finally, if you would like to get advanced notification of such stocks that we cover on the video, and as well as the other stocks that are not shared but are shared in the Discord through our weekly watch list, join us in the Discord, which you can join from as little as $9 a month. This also gives you access to the $1 Million Challenge as well. So thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.